Create meaning in every moment by realizing that this second right now is not ordinary, it is powerful, alive, and shaping who you are becoming. Every breath you take is a chance to choose purpose over autopilot, growth over comfort, and intention over regret. Meaning is not found in big achievements alone, it is created in the way you think, the way you respond, and the way you show up when no one is watching. When you decide that even pain has a lesson, even waiting has a reason, and even small actions matter, your life stops feeling random and starts feeling directed. The moment you give this moment your full attention and conscious choice, you turn time into purpose and existence into a mission. Create meaning in every moment by understanding that this instant is shaping your future even if it feels ordinary right now. Life is not waiting for some perfect day to begin because it is already happening through your choices and reactions. Every second you breathe is an opportunity to decide who you are becoming and what you stand for. When you stop rushing through moments, you start discovering purpose hidden inside them. Meaning is not something you find later, it is something you create now through awareness and intention. The quality of your life is built in these small, unnoticed moments that quietly define your direction. When you honor the present, you give your life depth and power. Most people lose meaning because they live on autopilot, repeating days without intention. They wake up, react, scroll, complain, and sleep, wondering why life feels empty. Meaning disappears when attention disappears. When you reclaim your focus, you reclaim your life. Presence is the foundation of purpose. When you are fully here, even simple actions feel significant. A focused mind turns routine into ritual and effort into fulfillment. Meaning grows when you attach purpose to your actions instead of waiting for motivation. You do not need to feel inspired to act with intention. Discipline creates meaning long before motivation shows up. When you choose to act in alignment with your values, your life starts to feel grounded. Purpose is built through consistency, not emotion. Every aligned action strengthens your sense of direction. Pain is not meaningless unless you refuse to learn from it. Every challenge carries information meant to shape your strength. When you ask what this moment is teaching you, suffering transforms into wisdom. Growth often arrives disguised as discomfort. Meaning is created when you turn struggle into strategy. Hard moments are not punishments, they are preparation. Joy becomes deeper when you are conscious of it instead of chasing it. Gratitude expands meaning instantly. When you notice what is working instead of obsessing over what is missing, your perspective shifts. Appreciation anchors you in the present. Small joys compound into lasting fulfillment. A grateful mind experiences abundance even in simplicity. Your thoughts determine the meaning you assign to events. The same situation can feel like a curse or a lesson depending on your interpretation. When you change the story you tell yourself, you change the emotional weight of the moment. Meaning is not fixed, it is chosen. Empowered people choose interpretations that help them grow. This choice gives you control over your inner world. Every conversation is a chance to create meaning through connection. Listening deeply makes people feel seen and valued. When you speak with honesty and empathy, relationships become purposeful. Meaningful connections do not require perfection, they require presence. Your attention can change someone's day or even their life. Human connection is one of the richest sources of meaning. Your work gains meaning when you connect it to service. It is not just about what you do but who it helps. When you see your effort as contribution, motivation increases. Even simple tasks matter when they support a larger mission. Purpose grows when your work aligns with impact. Service transforms labor into legacy. Growth happens when you stop avoiding uncomfortable moments. Comfort kills meaning over time. Challenge sharpens clarity and builds confidence. When you choose growth over ease, life feels purposeful. Resistance often marks the path toward progress. Leaning into difficulty creates inner strength. Your habits silently shape the meaning of your days. Repeated actions become identity. When your habits reflect your values, life feels aligned. Small disciplined choices compound into fulfillment. Meaning is built daily, not suddenly. Consistency turns intention into reality. Time feels empty when it lacks direction. Clear goals give moments a destination. When you know why you are doing something, effort feels lighter. Direction transforms time into progress. Aimlessness drains energy and enthusiasm. Purpose fuels persistence. Fear steals meaning by keeping you stuck. Courage restores it by pushing you forward. Acting despite fear creates self-respect. Confidence is built through action, not avoidance. Meaning expands when you prove to yourself that you can face uncertainty. Growth begins on the edge of comfort. Self-respect is a powerful source of meaning. When your actions match your standards, inner peace follows. Integrity gives life structure and stability. You trust yourself when you keep promises to yourself. That trust creates confidence and clarity. Meaning thrives where self-respect lives. Your past gains meaning when you stop resenting it and start using it. Experiences shape wisdom when reflected upon honestly. Regret turns into insight when lessons are extracted. Nothing is wasted when you learn deeply. Your story becomes powerful when you own it fully. Reflection turns history into strength. Patience adds meaning to progress. Not everything blooms instantly. Waiting is part of becoming. When you trust the process, frustration decreases. Meaning grows when you respect timing. Rushing robs moments of depth. Steady progress builds lasting results. Silence can be meaningful when you allow yourself to think. Reflection clarifies direction. Noise distracts from purpose. Stillness helps you hear your inner voice. Insight emerges when you slow down. Meaning often whispers instead of shouting. Responsibility creates purpose. When you take ownership of your life, power returns. Blame removes meaning by removing control. Accountability builds strength and clarity. Meaning grows when you accept that your choices matter. Ownership transforms victims into leaders. Giving meaning to today does not require perfection. It requires intention. You can start exactly where you are. Small improvements count. Direction matters more than speed. Progress is built one choice at a time. Your body holds meaning when you care for it. Energy affects focus and emotion. Health supports purpose. When you respect your body, your mind performs better. Physical discipline strengthens mental clarity. Vitality fuels meaning. Creativity adds meaning by allowing expression. Creating something reflects your inner world. Expression connects you to yourself and others. Art, ideas, and solutions carry identity. Creation makes life feel alive. Meaning flows through expression. Learning keeps life meaningful by expanding perspective. Curiosity fuels growth. A learning mind stays young and adaptable. Knowledge creates opportunity. Growth prevents stagnation. Meaning thrives in expansion. Forgiveness frees trapped meaning. Holding resentment drains energy. Letting go restores peace. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is clarity. Release makes room for growth. Inner freedom deepens purpose. Leadership begins with self-mastery. Leading yourself gives meaning to influence. Discipline inspires confidence. Example creates impact. Leadership is service in action. Responsibility expands purpose. Faith in yourself builds meaning during uncertainty. Belief sustains effort when results are delayed. Trust fuels perseverance. Doubt weakens momentum. Confidence is built through repetition. Meaning grows with belief. Your environment shapes your mindset. Choose surroundings that support growth. Clutter distracts from purpose. Order creates clarity. Alignment enhances focus. Intentional spaces enhance meaning. Rest is meaningful when it restores direction. Recovery prevents burnout. Balance sustains progress. Pauses sharpen performance. Renewal strengthens focus. Meaning requires sustainability. Vision gives meaning to sacrifice. Knowing why you endure makes effort worthwhile. Long-term thinking creates resilience. Purpose anchors persistence. Vision transforms struggle into investment. Direction fuels endurance. Values give structure to meaning. Clear values guide decisions. Alignment reduces confusion. Purpose grows from consistency. Values protect integrity. Meaning rests on principles. Contribution multiplies meaning. Helping others expands perspective. Impact outlives effort. Service connects you to humanity. Giving creates fulfillment. Meaning deepens through contribution. Your attitude defines your experience. Positivity does not deny reality, it directs energy. Perspective shapes emotional weight. Meaning shifts with mindset. Control your inner dialogue. Choice defines experience. Presence turns ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. Attention reveals beauty. Awareness creates depth. Life slows when you notice it. Meaning emerges in stillness. Presence transforms time. Purpose grows through repetition. Daily intention builds clarity. Small acts matter. Momentum compounds. Consistency creates identity. Meaning is practiced, not found. Every ending carries meaning when accepted with grace. Closure creates space. Letting go allows growth. Endings shape new beginnings. Acceptance restores balance. Meaning continues through transition. Your life gains meaning when you decide it matters. Validation is internal, not external. Self-worth fuels purpose. Confidence shapes direction. Meaning strengthens when you claim it. Living consciously is the highest form of meaning. Awareness creates intention. Intention creates impact. Impact creates fulfillment. Each moment becomes a building block. Meaning lives in now. Meaning deepens when you stop comparing your journey to others. Comparison steals presence and distorts value. Your path is unique and requires your full attention. When you measure progress against your own growth, confidence returns. Self-competition creates clarity. Meaning grows when you honor your own pace. Responsiveness adds meaning to challenges. Life will test you without warning. How you respond defines your character. Calm decisions build strength under pressure. Awareness creates space between stimulus and reaction. That space is where purpose lives. Mastery begins with response. Hope gives meaning to effort during dark seasons. It keeps you moving when clarity is low. Hope is not blind optimism, it is chosen belief. Belief fuels endurance. Endurance builds character. Meaning survives because hope refuses to quit. Boundaries create meaning by protecting energy. Saying no preserves yes for what matters. Focus requires limits. Without boundaries, purpose leaks away. Respecting your time honors your values. Meaning grows when energy is directed wisely. Humility strengthens meaning by keeping you teachable. Growth stops when ego takes control. Learning begins when you admit you do not know everything. Openness invites wisdom. Wisdom refines direction. Meaning matures through humility. Courage gives meaning to decisions. Easy choices rarely build purpose. Bold action creates momentum. Fear shrinks when faced. Confidence expands through movement. Meaning grows where bravery leads. Consistency outperforms intensity in creating meaning. Small actions done daily reshape identity. Motivation fades but habits remain. Structure supports progress. Repetition builds mastery. Meaning is earned through steady effort. Grief carries meaning when processed honestly. Avoidance delays healing. Acceptance allows integration. Loss reshapes priorities. Pain clarifies what matters most. Meaning evolves through healing. Optimism gives meaning to uncertainty. The future is shaped by belief and effort. Expectation influences behavior. Positive outlook fuels resilience. Hope directs action. Meaning survives through faith and possibility. Mindfulness gives meaning to time. Distraction drains life force. Attention restores richness. When you are present, life slows. Depth replaces rush. Meaning unfolds through awareness. Truth creates meaning by grounding life in reality. Honesty clarifies direction. Self-deception creates confusion. Facing facts empowers growth. Clarity fuels action. Meaning strengthens through truth. Simplicity enhances meaning by removing noise. Too much excess dilutes focus. Clarity emerges through subtraction. What remains is essential. Essential actions build purpose. Meaning thrives in simplicity. Adaptability keeps meaning alive during change. Rigidity creates suffering. Flexibility allows progress. Growth requires adjustment. Change refines direction. Meaning evolves with adaptability. Mentorship adds meaning by transferring wisdom. Learning from others accelerates growth. Guidance prevents unnecessary mistakes. Shared experience builds confidence. Teaching multiplies impact. Meaning expands through guidance. Legacy gives meaning beyond the present. Thinking long-term changes behavior. Actions gain weight when they outlast you. Influence extends beyond effort. Purpose stretches across time. Meaning lives beyond now. Self-compassion restores meaning after failure. Harsh judgment blocks growth. Kindness allows recovery. Learning replaces shame. Progress resumes through acceptance. Meaning returns through grace. Decision-making gives meaning to freedom. Choice carries responsibility. Indecision drains energy. Commitment creates momentum. Action clarifies direction. Meaning follows decisive movement. Curiosity renews meaning by keeping life fresh. Questions expand understanding. Exploration fuels growth. Stagnation disappears with interest. Learning keeps purpose alive. Meaning thrives through curiosity. Alignment creates meaning when values match actions. Inner conflict drains energy. Harmony restores peace. Clarity guides behavior. Integrity stabilizes progress. Meaning rests in alignment. Purpose strengthens when you choose growth daily. Improvement compounds silently. Direction matters more than perfection. Commitment sustains momentum. Progress becomes identity. Meaning is built one intentional day at a time. Awareness gives meaning to choice. When you realize you always have a response, power returns to you. Conscious decisions replace impulsive reactions. Control over self creates confidence. Confidence fuels clarity. Meaning lives where awareness exists. Responsibility transforms chaos into order. Owning outcomes sharpens focus. Blame weakens purpose. Accountability strengthens character. Growth accelerates with ownership. Meaning rises when excuses end. Faith in the process gives meaning to patience. Results take time to mature. Trust prevents burnout. Consistency beats urgency. Progress compounds quietly. Meaning grows through trust. Vision sharpens meaning by giving direction. Clear imagery fuels action. Direction reduces confusion. Purpose anchors effort. Without vision, energy scatters. Meaning strengthens with clarity. Discomfort refines meaning by revealing limits. Growth demands stretching. Resistance builds resilience. Strength forms through pressure. Avoidance delays progress. Meaning develops through challenge. Balance adds meaning by sustaining energy. Extremes cause burnout. Harmony preserves focus. Rest supports performance. Stability enables longevity. Meaning requires equilibrium. Gratitude grounds meaning in reality. Appreciation reduces anxiety. Contentment increases clarity. Perspective widens with thankfulness. Joy deepens through recognition. Meaning flourishes in gratitude. Purpose expands when curiosity leads. Exploration opens opportunity. Learning fuels relevance. Adaptation prevents stagnation. Growth remains active. Meaning evolves through discovery. Integrity solidifies meaning through trust. Consistency builds credibility. Values guide action. Self-respect strengthens resolve. Alignment creates peace. Meaning rests on integrity. Compassion increases meaning through connection. Empathy deepens relationships. Kindness multiplies impact. Humanity bonds through care. Giving enriches experience. Meaning expands through compassion. Clarity replaces noise with direction. Simplicity sharpens focus. Elimination creates space. Space invites intention. Intention fuels action. Meaning thrives in clarity. Reflection deepens meaning by extracting lessons. Experience teaches through review. Insight prevents repetition. Wisdom shapes future choices. Growth becomes intentional. Meaning matures through reflection. Commitment gives meaning to intention. Decision transforms thought into action. Action builds momentum. Momentum sustains belief. Belief strengthens resolve. Meaning follows commitment. Hope stabilizes meaning during uncertainty. Darkness tests resolve. Belief preserves movement. Endurance sustains effort. Faith fuels persistence. Meaning survives because hope endures. Contribution anchors meaning in impact. Effort matters when it helps others. Service expands perspective. Giving creates fulfillment. Impact outlasts action. Meaning multiplies through contribution. Presence elevates meaning instantly. Attention transforms experience. Life slows when noticed. Awareness deepens perception. Depth replaces haste. Meaning emerges in presence. Resilience renews meaning after setbacks. Recovery proves strength. Learning replaces loss. Growth follows failure. Confidence rebuilds through action. Meaning returns through resilience. Purpose sharpens when priorities are clear. Focus directs energy. Distraction weakens progress. Choice defines direction. Direction creates fulfillment. Meaning depends on priorities. Self-belief fuels meaning through confidence. Trust empowers action. Doubt delays growth. Evidence builds belief. Action strengthens proof. Meaning grows with self-trust. Consistency stabilizes meaning over time. Repetition builds identity. Habits shape character. Character defines destiny. Destiny forms daily. Meaning is reinforced by consistency.